Hey folks, this is Nod and I'm mucking around in Farming Simulator 22. Alright, this is the third episode in my series of Attingham Farm, and continuing where I left off, we were ploughing this field here. I've got two ploughs out there going back and forwards across the field. Hopefully they'll get that done sometime this century. But while I'm waiting for... oh, blocked by object. Alright, I gotta go deal with that in a second. But while I'm waiting for that, I was doing some... spreading some lime. Which is, I'm spreading the lime while they're fertilizing, while they're plowing, which is not ideal, but what can you do? It kind of doesn't matter, as far as I can tell. Yeah, that's blocked by an object, isn't it? AI drivers, lots of fun. Alright, let's see if I can figure out where this guy was trying to go to. I'm gonna guess here. Lower your plow or not? I don't know. Let's try starting him off here and see what happens. Yeah, I think that's where he would have been going. Yeah, it's getting a bit confusing because, as I said, I'm spreading lime while these guys are doing this. The grand scheme of things, I don't think it matters, but it does kind of make some crazy patterns on the field. Once I plant over this, hopefully it'll all be just one nice color, but yeah, I really probably should wait for this plowing to get done, but who has time for that? So there's the other plow doing the other side. They're both going parallel to each other, which is great, so they should get the field done at approximately the same time. We shall see. Anyway, I'm going to go back to spreading some lime. Looks like I'm getting a bit low, so I'm going to have to go refill this in a minute. So I'm using cosplay, as usual, because I'm cosplay, like, I'm really not cosplay, but I'm actually driving manually, doing the driving myself, but I'm using these overhead lines as a kind of guide. I do this quite often because cosplay is brilliant for something like this. It makes your application much more accurate, but it just takes forever for the AI to turn around at the end of the fields, whereas if you do it manually, you go much faster. Plus, I got nothing better to do right now, so I may as well just drive one of the tractors here. And spreading lime seems to be a thing I could do fairly accurately. Although this is getting a little weird where it's overlapping here. But again, I'm using these as guides. It's kind of nice. Kind of helps you stay on track. And we're going to go over the plowed area, which is, yeah, again, I should just not do this, but whatever, I don't think it matters. Yeah, it just looks a little wacky. Yeah, maybe I should have lined first and then plowed, because it would have plowed that right into the soil, perhaps. That would have been better. Alright, we're down to 16%, 15%. Yeah, we're going to have to go refill in shortly. Get back down to the store. I actually want to do that while I'm in the middle of the field as opposed to one of the turnarounds, because it's just easier to figure out where you were if you stop in the middle somewhere. So depending on when we're going to run out, I may stop early, or I'd like to use it all though, because I'm going to be back here a few times, it looks like, by the time we're done. This is good though. Getting the right amount of pH for silty clay right now. Yeah, this is not one of my fields, not one of my best fields. I've got a couple of fields that are just pure loam, almost 100% loam, which is like the best apparently. And everything else is a little worse, ending in, what's the worst one? Not silty clay, oh, maybe silty, sandy something or other, I don't know, I don't remember. Oh, okay, we've run out. Alright, that's a good spot. I should be able to figure out where that is. It's pretty close to the start position. Alright, let's go get some more. Yeah, the plows are getting the job done. Small plows, but you get twice as much plow if you put 2 tractors with plows. I've noticed this. Could almost have 3 of them. That's probably what I should be doing, is buy a 3rd plow and run that instead of liming at the same time. But that's no fun. That would be the smart thing to do. Especially now that I've figured out how to copy cosplay courses. Did that in the last episode. If you haven't seen that, you should go check that out. Episode 2. This looks like a collision course to me. What do they say? If it doesn't move in the window, I can't see it. It's behind the. If it doesn't move in the window, that means you're going to collide. And I think that's exactly what's going to happen here. Yeah. Yeah, somebody in was it avionics? Some pilot friend of mine once told me if you look out of the window and you see another airplane and it's not moving in your windshield, that means you're going to collide. Because it doesn't help if you got a giant exhaust stack in the way, blocking your view. I want to get the AI vehicles to be able to turn around that fast, instead of all the futzing they do. And driving into trees and all that stuff. It seems to me it wouldn't be that much harder to improve their AI. Especially with the computers we got these days, you know. Alright, here we go again. Am I going to collide? Let's find out. So look at him there in the window. Is he moving forwards or backwards? He's kind of staying still, which leads me to think we're going to collide again. I think he's dropping back ever so slightly, so which means I might be able to pass him. It's going to be close. Yeah, I think I'm going to be able to get past. Because he's dropping behind me in the window now. I see he's like going back. So that technique does work. Sorry about the lime, don't mind that. I'm sure that won't be corrosive at all, or caustic at all. Okay, I've just run out of lime again. Instead of schlepping all the way back to the store, I think I'm going to do something a little different here. I think I'm going to install some actual placeables here so I can get some of these more commonly used things at the actual farm I'm at. So let's get that going. So I'll go into the construction menu, go into silos. This is a mod I've got. This one lets you do all sorts of different things. This one's for seeds, this one's for fertilizer, this one's for lime, and it does a bunch of other ones too. Road salt, pig food, horse food, chicken food. Okay, I'm not doing any animals, so I don't need any of that, but I might need road salt at some point. But I definitely want lime. Gonna need fertilizer, although I have a scheme to produce my own fertilizer at some point. And I am gonna need seeds, so let's start with the lime. And scoping it out and deciding where I want to put these things. There's not a lot of room back here, although there's a lot more room now that I move these big animal shelters. Could put stuff back here, but it's sort of an underutilized area. But I'm thinking actually maybe could probably put something over here. Something like this. What do we think? I don't know. It's a natural grass berm thing here already. So maybe if I put it on the edge of that, hopefully that's not interfering with my silo. It shouldn't be. Alright, so let's put the lime here. Actually, if I put the V mode on, switch it to free mode, I don't think it'll affect the ground as much. Let's see. Alright, so there's the lime. This one will be fertilizer. Space them out a bit so I don't run into issues about which one it's looking at. And let's do one for seeds. Okay. These pipes all going the right way. Yeah. Let's put that one like here. That might work. I like it. All I have to do is remember which one's which. I also got to fill them up too. Oh, we're blocked by an object again. Just when I wanted to play with my new silos. One of these numbskulls has driven into a tree. I have to fire this AI worker. Okay, get back to work, you. Slacking. It's like, I need a break, I'm just going to drive into a tree. This guy's doing good. Okay. Oops. Come on. There we go. Alright, so this is my seeds. So you can actually drop off seeds if I bought them somewhere else and bought them over. That's kind of cool. Alright, so there's the seeds. 34,000 for seeds. Let's buy that. So that one's full. Alright. 61,000 for fertilizer. Oof, that's not cheap, is it? Buy that. And let's fill up the lime. That's significantly cheaper. Okay. Pretty good. So I might actually create a an auto drive course for this. I mean, right now it's going past my my farm thing, but actually I don't know. I can't think of any time I'll automatically want to drive here. I'll just park at the farm and I'll be in the right position, so that's fine. I may have to move that a little bit though. Okay, so pop under here. I'll start filling. Okay. Oh, that's not exactly fast, is it? The one down at the shop is a lot faster. It's okay though. It's more realistic perhaps. Okay. So, how are we doing here? Let's have a look at the map. There's the field. Okay, so it's about half done maybe. Yeah. Not too bad though. How's everyone else doing? How's it growing? So let's see. 2 has got a ways to go still. 3 I just planted. 45 is still got a way to go. 33 is a little bit more along. It's going to be ready to harvest somewhat soonish. But I would like to get a crop into 12 at some point. But yeah, I think everything's going good. So let's get the lime back, get the lime done here. Yeah, they got that location to work out. Kinda looks like it makes a reason for this weird L-shaped thing to be here. Maybe I'll have to put something on the other end of the L there to make that a thing, or I could just paint over it maybe. We shall see. Alright, let's see if I can figure out where I left off here. Should be able to follow my tracks actually. Where were they? I don't see any tracks, okay. This has been a while. So the other worry is these plows might have plowed over where I was at. What was this down here? Which I could see on the little mini-map down there where I've been and where I need to go. Okay, this looks like I don't need to do anything here. Ah, there it is. That's where I left off. Alright, I'm going to get back to doing the lime. I will probably do that off camera and come back if anything exciting happens. Okay, I'm finally done with the liming the field. Out of the way, dear. Look at that crazy guy running around me. No! What are you doing? Okay, oh, he's coming back for some more. That is one crazy deer. Look at him running in circles. Anyway, yeah, alright, so I've done liming the field. The plows are still working on it, which is why it's still a bit patchy and like they're going over the parts that I've already limed, so, and there's other parts that they're not going to go over that I have limed, and it's going to be a big higgledy-piggledy mess. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cultivate it next, and that should make everything look much better. I just noticed the time, it's like 1700, 1800 hours. Yeah, we need to probably break and switch days here. I don't really want the workers working at night because they cost me more money, I believe. And plus it's not nice to make the workers work all night long unnecessarily, so maybe I will fast forward with it. Alright, let's put this guy in over here. I'm done liming for a while, hopefully. Very good. Alright, let's get the cultivator. The other thing I can do is get another plow and have all 3 plows going. Might be a better idea actually. Is to get 3 plows and do that. I don't know. I'm thinking out loud here. Do I want to cultivate right now, or do I want to help out the plowing? Let's have a look and see where they're at. So how much plowing is left here? Yeah, it's not too bad. This guy is going to end before that guy, I've noticed, though. You know what? I'm not going to cultivate yet. I'm going to wait until they're done plowing. That seems to be the smart thing to do. But once this guy's done here, I'm going to have him start, like, maybe here or something. Do a few more rows over here. What I could do while I'm waiting for that, though, is he's still got this section to do. It's probably going to take a while. What I could do is go get another cultivator, maybe. Look at these crazy designs in there. That's really cool. Pretty bizarre. Ah, don't run over me. Let's have a look at my cultivator and see if I want to get another one or not. Let's see how wide it is. I don't remember. Oh, I was going to fast forward until morning too. Well, that's probably going to cause this field to grow. And then I'm going to want to weed it and other things to do. Anyway, let's fast forward to the next day. So I'm using the Sleep Anywhere mod, so I can just hit Shift Z no matter where I am, and it'll let me sleep. I don't have to go mucking around, running back to the farmhouse, or you can sleep in a field if that's your thing. Ah, yeah, okay, this has grown, nice. And you can now see my tramlines. Awesome. Yeah, if you were watching the previous episode, you would have noticed me putting in tramlines, and now you can kind of see where they're at. Unfortunately, the lime's still here, so it's a bit ugly. No, we don't need the chainsaw, thank you. But I don't know if we get weeds. Yeah, we got a few weeds coming up here and there, look. We could fertilize, though, and do some other things on that, but no hurry. We'll get to that. I want to check out my... I don't think about planting stuff right now, though. That little field can wait. Alright, so let's have a look at my cultivator here. Don't remember exactly what I got, how wide it is. Let's find out. My brand spanking new cultivator. Alright, so it looks like it's a 4-meter implement. It's not huge, is it? see, cultivators. Is it Mulcher, Discaro? Is it a Discaro? Yeah, I guess it's a Discaro. Okay, it's not a cultivator per se. That's it, right? It's a Joka 4 CT. And it is indeed 4 meters. Okay. I'm sort of tempted to go buy another one of those, so I can have 2 of them cultivating. It's 4 meters. I don't know what's the speed on it. We don't know. Oh, 18 kilometers. That's pretty fast, actually. But that is a big field. I'm going to buy another one of these. So it's the Joka 4C. Joka 4C. Let's go buy one of those. Okay, Discaros. I'm staring at it, aren't I? Where is it? Discaros. Here we go. There she is. For some reason I decided that was a good one. 4 meters, 140 horsepower. Let me get into the real big stuff with the... Yeah, probably could have gone with a bigger one, but small's good. Okay, buy that. Alright, so actually, yeah, maybe I'll go muck with that other field, but maybe do some weeding. Shouldn't have dropped that. That was a bit bad. You know what, before we do that though, let's send the yard tractor down there to pick up that cultivator. It's too small to run it, but they can probably handle picking it up. Let's put the weight on the front though. We need a tractor. It works very hard. Okay, you go fetch that. And you, I need to go. Oh, actually, if I'm going to do weeding, how bad is that field? Let's see. Oh yeah, she's got some weeds going on in there. So let's try out the new weeder. First thing I'm going to do is drop off this this front weight. And we're going to need to get some herbicide from somewhere too. I wonder if I can buy herbicide down at the store. Or I could make it placeable. Herbicide seems to last a long time though, so I don't really feel the need for a placeable. It's not a big deal to go down to the store once in a blue moon. Alright. That's the tank. They say always get the tank first because it counterweights the back of this thing. Yeah, that was brilliant. There we go. Alright, let's head down to the store and get that. Go down to the shop. See how my other tractor's doing. It's arrived, pretty good. Still got this other weight sitting down here. Let's pick that up one of these days. Okay, grab this. I'll be using this shortly. Hopefully it's not too heavy for it. Looks alright. Comes the other guy. Very good. Looks good. Alright, let's see if I can fill this up. So I'm guessing this might be a sell point for this, for the herbicide, otherwise I'll have to buy some pallets or something. Herbicide, liquid fertilizer. Alright, we're doing herbicide. Okay. Let's see if it'll give me any grief about filling up the front one. Herbicide. That's weird. I could put fertilizer in one and herbicide in the other. I don't know what that would do. Pretty screwy. Alright, so good. Alright, this is the fun part. I love doing it. I love doing this with tramlines. This is good times. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Watch the cornering on these guys. This thing's a bit top heavy. Alright, so if you watch my previous episodes, you will know about that I set this up for a 24-meter tool, which is exactly what I have here. Very cool. Oh, it's getting bigger still. Look at this thing go. Awesome. Alright, the other thing is I have crop destruction tweaked somewhat. I edited the... I'm not going to go into exactly how I did it. Maybe I'll do that in a different video, but I set it up so crop destruction works from the absolute get-go. Ordinarily, you would have to wait till like growth stage 3 or 4 for the crop destruction to actually work, but I've tweaked my, what is it, map fruit types XML file, and I've changed the one of the values there that allows me to have crop destruction from the very get-go. This is the first growth, well actually it's the second growth stage. But you see I'm driving on it and it's killing the stuff. And no, I don't have row crop tires on, but once I get into the, like I said, it'll all make sense once I get into the tramline though, of course, because there is no crop there, so it should be fine. I do have to sacrifice this one little bit here though. Alright, so let's turn this on, and we will do some weeding. Because it's precision farming, so it's only weeding the little parts that need it. The actual weeds themselves, just like this big patch coming up here, you can see on the right there. Should kill all that pretty good. But as you can see, I'm not really killing the crop here because I'm staying within my tram line, and it's also perfectly sized. Because I set it up that way. I got just the right, you know, I got the 24-meter thing, and then I got the 8-meter planter, which takes 3 passes to make one tram line. And it all kind of works out in the end. This is a bit screwy down here because I guess my tires have been that mod that tears up the fields with the tire slippage has been causing some issues down here, but you can kind of make out where the tram lines are. So I'm going to keep following that. But yeah, I really like the tram lines. I think it's so cool. Yeah, this field got really chewed up. I probably should have been using some bigger tires when I was planting. But even though I'm driving on the crop, I'm not, because I'm in my tram line and it's fine. Where does this go? This goes here, right? Weeding we shall go. Alright. One little tram line down the middle there I gotta go to. Okay. Follow this around. Alright. I gotta go back down the field here. Grab that other tram line. But you gotta be careful, you gotta stay within your tram lines, otherwise you will kill your crop. Yeah, the ProSeed mod is what I use to do this, and if you haven't played with ProSeed, there's lots of videos tell you what to do and how to work it. I really like it. I think it's awesome. It really adds a lot to the game, and it's fun because you get to drive these you know, when you fertilize and you come in here and you do your weeding, you actually have to play this little mini game where you got to stay within the tram lines and make sure you don't kill the crop. It's kind of fun. Okay, let's go all the way around and get to my next tram line without getting off my course here. It's got one little tiny tram line left over there. Okay. It's hardly worth coming back here just for this, but yeah, there's a few weeds here. This is actually a little bit more practical on a big field. These small fields are a little weird this way. Alright. I think we're done. That was awesome. Okay. Can I get back out the way I came in? I think so. Very cool. Alright, so she's weeded. Let's go get the fertilizer and do that next. You know what? I might store this over here. Because these things kind of go together. Oh, never mind. There's only two things. Well, put it in here maybe. That'll work. Got all these sheds. Gotta figure out things to put in them. Okay, that there. This guy here. Alright, let's pop out of here and get the fertilizer thing. I believe that's this one. Oh. Don't forget to pick up my... This is a new mod. I haven't tried this yet. Supposedly this is the same thing as the precision farming mustache sensor. Try to call it mustache sensor because it looks a bit like a mustache, but supposedly this is the same sort of implement. It's called the SoilXplorer. Yes. Let's see if it does the same as the other one. I think this looks a little less goofy than the other one. Plus, I don't plan on running it at night, so I don't think I need the lights on it. Alright, let's give this a whirl, see how this works out. As I said, I haven't tried this mod yet, so I'll have to see if it works. So again, we're going to go back in the field with the tram lines, and this also is a 24 meter spreader, so this should work with the same tram lines. I've kind of got it all figured out, supposedly. Alright, so if I hit, what is it? Alt B. Alt B turns on the the SoilXplorer. Okay. Let's go into the field and see if it starts sensing things. There's no values to, okay, there we go. Good, it's working. Alright. Start spreading. And we are fertilizing. Awesome. So again, this is all going to fit, and there'll be no overlaps, or very little overlaps, and it should get everything on the field, assuming I stay on these tram lines. Wow, it's put a lot of stuff in here. Canola is very nitrogen hungry, apparently. So I'll go around the headline first, and then I'll do these little smaller things in a second. Exact same routine we just did. Looks like one of the plows is finished plowing. Nice. Got to tend that in a minute. I'll finish this up though. This is a quick job. Yeah, there's something about just following the tram lines. I really like doing that. Okay, look, it's shutting on and off because it knows I've done this area already. That's cool. Turn it off completely though. So you can see the area we still got to do. Actually, I might do that small piece first. Does that make any more sense? I don't know if it does. Don't think it matters. And we gotta go all the way around again. Yeah, this is less of an issue on a bigger field. This one's a little quirky. I mean, yes, doing tram lines does take up a significant portion of your crop, but in some ways it's not wasted because you're not spending money on the seed to actually, you're not planting where you're driving right now, so you're not damaging that. Technically, I'm not weeding in these areas either, and I think I am fertilizing though, so. Is a necessary evil though. That's another reason I'm running this on easy economy too, so I can, still make some money. On these fields, it's not like really tight margins I have to worry about. Alright, we are all good to go. Weeded and fertilized. Canola, we will have lots of canola soon. Sweet. Oh, we're going so slowly, of course, because I've still got the sensor turned on. Turn that off, and we can go a little faster. Yeah, look, I've only used 9% of my fertilizer. Yeah, I don't need a placeable for this. It barely uses any. I need to create a road to this little path. I don't like driving through the bushes. It doesn't seem right. Okay, put you under there. Good. And I'm going to keep this thing right next to it so it reminds me to use it every time I bring that out. Number of times I've forgotten. Sweet. Alright, that's done. Very cool.